Welcome back to Legendary Designs. In each episode, we take a legendary character from across the multiverse and reshape them into a Magic: The Gathering card. Today's character is none other than the hero who vanished when the world needed him most. That's right, Aang, the Last Airbender, will be fully defrosted into the MTG multiverse. And here's how he might look in the upcoming universes beyond set. Aang's journey began not just as the Last Airbender, but as a reluctant hero frozen in time. Awakened into a world at war, he traveled across nations, gathering loyal friends like Katara, Sokka, Toph, and Zuko. Each of them became more than allies. They were his teachers. From mastering water, earth, and firebending to learning wisdom and compassion, Aang grew not just in power, but in purpose. Along the way, he helped villages, spirits, and strangers alike, staying true to his peaceful heart, even when the world begged him to become a weapon. And at last, when the time came, he embraced his destiny, not by destroying, but by restoring balance, defeating Fire Lord Ozai with both power and mercy. Now, let's take a closer look at Aang the Last Airbender with the color alignment test, where we determine which colors from Magic's pie best represent him. Red? Not likely. Aang can be emotional, sure, but he avoids impulsiveness and chaos. He seeks peace, not passion-driven destruction. Black? Absolutely not. Aang is the antithesis of self-ambition. He avoids killing even his enemies. Power at any cost? Not this monk. Blue? Maybe. He values knowledge, especially from his past lives, but Aang is no schemer or manipulator. He learns and masters new bending, but doesn't control through intellect. Green? Now we're getting somewhere. Aang's bond with Appa and Momo, his harmony with nature, and his belief in the balance of all life all speak to Green's philosophy. White? Absolutely needs to be white. Aang is driven by peace, community, balance, and selfless duty. He is white mana to his core. So, if we had to pin it down, Aang is white-green, a solid Selesnyan legend. Now that we've narrowed down Aang's color alignment to white-green, we're locking in a low-cost Selesnyan creature to reflect Aang's humble roots and balanced philosophy. While Aang was born into the air nomads, we're drawing his monk class identity from the Jeskai monks of Tarkir, who also embody discipline, fluid motion, and combat through clarity. Let's give him a Jeskai monk prowess-like ability that grants flying to reflect his airbending abilities. And just to be on point with Selesnya colors, we'll throw in a lifelink ability as well. We've got a solid flavorful for Aang, but now let's make adjustments so he can be the star in a commander deck. We can do this by leaning into his identity as the Avatar, adding a 4-color ability that exiles him for 1 turn, then he returns transformed into the Avatar state. This grants you more flexibility in colors when deck building. Mastering Firebending gives him Fire Breathing, Mastering Earthbending grants him Trample, Mastering Waterbending allows Aang to deflect attacks and flow around danger. In Magic terms, that's hexproof, a perfect representation of how water protects without needing to fight head-on. And then there's white, the color of balance, harmony, and justice. When Aang entered the Avatar state to face Fire Lord Ozai, he didn't destroy him, he removed his power. That's right, white lets Aang remove all abilities from a creature, mirroring energy bending and delivering one of the most powerful, non-lethal effects in all of Avatar's story. And there we have it, how Aang the Last Airbender would look like as an MTG card. Like what you see? Support the channel on Patreon for just $5 a month and unlock access to all of our custom cards made on Legendary Design episodes, as well as full fan-made 300 card sets like our RuneScape MTG crossover set, Age of Gielinor.